What's up? We got Supergirl Season 2, Episode 20, The City of Lost Children. So this episode starts off with some attackers defeating a woman, but going after a woman. But that's when Guardian shows up. Guardian defeats the attackers, but the woman is scared of Guardian because of his mask or something, or thinks that he's... So then we see Lena and Kara, and they're having lunch together because Lena has bailed on Kara 3 times at this point, and Kara is talking about, and Lena is talking about how Lena's talking about how Lena's talking about how she has a new partner, and obviously Kara has no idea that's the mom of her current boyfriend, and Kara's like, oh yeah, and she's like, she's really great. Lena, Rhea is not great. She's a bit. She is the absolute psycho. She's an absolute psycho. And last episode, Lena wasn't on board with Rhea's plan, but then randomly she was like, yeah, let's do this. Yeah, so Lena thinks that Rhea's in it for helping humanity and helping the Earth, but nah, she's only in for herself and aliens. So yeah, so James and she's like, so Kara's like, cool, yeah. So then Wynn and James are hanging out, and James is very fixated on that girl, who was scared of him. But then some random lady shows up with purple eyes and starts using her telekinetic power to attack everyone. But basically this woman's race, this alien race, is very peaceful. So it's very confusing why she would attack people. So James decides to go into their house and finds their son, Marcus, who James has to take off his helmet and that's basically they basically form a special bond with each other. So James is basically so they basically interrogate him, but he just is like, doesn't talk at all. He doesn't talk at all. So yeah. So back with Lena and the worst character ever, Rhea. Lena thinks that now that Rhea and Lena are working together. Yeah. So yeah, Rhea and Lena are now working together. They're like, hey, we can do this for ourselves or something. So yeah. So she's like, oh, she's not talking about how she wants to help Lena because she had a son, but her son met Kara, and Kara's this horrible person, and yeah. But from our point of view, you're the horrible one, Rhea. So yeah, Kara's a horrible person. She just wants her son to realize that. But from our point of view, again, Rhea is the horrible person, and Miles needs to realize that Rhea is horrible, but he doesn't because he just wants the mom that loved him to come back. But obviously, she's not, because villain logic. So yeah, so she basically we basically learned that that alien transport device that they're making is affecting Marcus, and his mom was only controlled because of that alien device. But Lena, being the I want to help world people that she is, she doesn't realize that the device that she's making is help to bring aliens to Earth, not to help humans, because Rhea is evil, and Lena doesn't realize that. She doesn't realize that Rhea is evil. So yeah. So James brings. So James is basically. So Marcus basically talks only to James and no one else. So he brings James back to his mom's place, and basically his mom and his entire colony gets controlled. So Kara has to save Marcus, but then has to save Marcus because he's getting controlled, and she's like, it's okay. So yeah, so Kara basically calls Lena, but Reyes picks up, and Miles like, wait a minute, Reyes on Earth? Because she tried to say, yeah, so she's like, hey. So yeah, so she's like, hey, I just want my son back, and you're taking it away from me. And she's like, didn't you hear Monel when he said he never wanted to return back with you? Obviously, she didn't, Kara, because if she did, she wouldn't be doing all this stuff. So, yeah, take that, Rhea. I should Kara or Rhea, but I like Kara, so I'm just gonna say, take that, Rhea. So, yeah. So, obviously, she, you know. So, yeah, so they say, so after the call, Rhea deletes Kara from Lena's contacts, or deletes her from the message, because Rhea is a psycho bitch, or she's a psycho, because she is. So she just plays it off as some telemarketer, but we know it's Kara. So she flies down, and she's like, you're trying to send aliens here or something, and they get into a fight. Lena gets knocked out in the process, and I'm like, Lena. So Monel tries to shoot his mom, but she's like, you're not gonna shoot me, Monel. Remember when you were a child, you said that you loved me, and he's like, where's Dad? And she's like, yeah, your dad basically killed himself because leaving you, because you was leaving basically hurt him, basically broke him. But we know that she's not. She lies to Monel, basically. So then she's like, you're bringing the Daxam ships to Earth, and she's like, this will be new Daxam, and then she just transports Lena, Monel, and herself out of there, and we see the Daxamite ships invade, and yeah, that's where the episode ends. Lena got knocked. So where did Lena, Monel, and Ray go? And Ray just lied to Monel's face. I hope he doesn't buy it. I hope he realizes that she is a psycho and leaves finally. We only have like 2 episodes of Supergirl left when we have like 3 episodes of The Flash left, because Supergirl. We have only 2 episodes of Supergirl left, 3 episodes of The Flash Arrow left, and yeah, that was still a pretty good episode. I really liked it. I hope Lena realizes that Rhea didn't really want Rhea. Rhea was only using her. Rhea sounds better. Rhea was only trying to use her. I hope she realizes that. Come on, Lena. You saw Supergirl trying to kill your investor. You know Supergirl would never do that. Realize that Rhea is evil. And I can't believe Rhea was lying like that, saying that him leaving them made his dad kill himself. That's just terrible. That's just terrible, Mom. Terrible parenting. Yeah. That's terrible parenting. Terrible parenting. I hope we don't see. Yeah. I hope we end this whole Ray. Ray just wants to make Earth new Daxam. That's basically her entire goal. Okay, goals. James finally got an episode. We don't see Mono working at the bar. That was just a throwaway storyline. I feel like CW really makes good villains, except for Flash Season 3, but Arrowverse does make good villains, except for Flash Season 3 so far. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you next time for some more Supergirl. Bing!